Good morning, everyone, and welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Matt, and in today's video, we're going to be doing some cozy, relaxing Sunday morning plant care. Sundays are usually the days where I like to take a couple of hours out of my morning, take care of my plants, give them the love and care that they deserve. I have some repots that I need to do. I also need to water my plants, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be pest treating some plants because y'all, the spider mites have been attacking my plants and I am not here for it. I don't know why they're even here. I assume because the humidity in my studio has been pretty low. It's been at like lower 40s and I think the spider mites are really loving it. So I definitely want to get that under control because I do not like dealing with pests, and prevention is the best cure. This is a great video to put on in the background while you're doing your own plant chores, or honestly any chores. Without further ado, grab yourself a cozy little beverage, a snack, and let's get cracking. The first thing I want to do today is repot my Alocasia Regal Shields. This is my Alocasia Regal Shields, and she is absolutely stunning, and she is very root bound, which is the reason that I want to repot her. She probably could stay in here for a bit longer, but honestly, since we are entering spring, I just want to give this plant a really good head start, and she has just been really such a good girl, so I think she really deserves the upgrade. Honestly, if you're looking for a hardy, big-leafed, beautiful Alocasia, I definitely recommend the Alocasia Regal Shields. Mine is like, I would say, a medium-sized. These can get a lot bigger. However, mine lives only under a 15-watt CNC light, so obviously I'm not giving it like ideal conditions. And honestly, if it were to stay this size, I would be fine with that because this is still a really nice size. And it just fits that space perfectly. And honestly, if it were any bigger, I truly don't know where I would put it. I mean, obviously big plants are amazing and we love to see those huge big leaves, but like, where are they all gonna go? Where am I gonna put all of these huge leafed plants? So honestly, this kind of size is literally perfect. She is currently in a 21 centimeter pot, and I'm gonna be upgrading her to this 30 centimeter Elho pot, this really lovely brown color. I love Elho pots. They are my favorite. Now this is plastic, and I'm not the biggest fan of plastic pots. I definitely prefer ceramics and, you know, nice handmade pottery, but that kind of pottery is very expensive, especially for a big size like this. And also they can be really heavy. So this just is very lightweight. And I really do like these Elho planters, and they do come with like a saucer. So it looks like this. And I like this shape. It's not like your regular boring plastic pot, and they have like some really cool colors. Now this usually comes like attached, but I just break the saucer bit off. Like you can see, it has these little like thingies that holds it in, but I separate them because honestly, I hate when people design pots that you can't remove the saucer from. Like, what's the point? Like, I want to be able to actually remove my plants and, you know, give them a really good watering and also shower them and stuff. So yeah, I just like to have my pots and pans or saucers separate. Let's go ahead and unpot her. This is such a prolific grower. Like, even throughout the winter, she was growing like crazy. Now she does cycle her leaves a lot more during the winter times. Like, I would say she usually like gives me a new leaf and then would drop an old leaf. But honestly, I am fine with that. This is, like I said, such a hardy Alocasia. And I mean, look at that root ball. That root ball is absolutely stunning. Like, no root rot. Oh, there's a little corm. I am actually gonna remove any visible corms, just because I feel like they do take a lot of energy out of the plant, but I'm not seeing any other. Now, do I want to mess with this root ball or nah? I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just tease it a little bit, but honestly, Alocasias they're known to be temperamental divas. And, you know, they don't really like when you mess with their roots. So I think I'm not gonna do like anything major, just like tease them a little bit. Like I don't wanna send this plant into shock because, like I said, this is one of my favorite alocasias in my collection, and it's just such a hardy plant. It adds just such a fun little vibe. Okay, that's it. I'm not gonna touch it anymore because I am breaking off roots. So, okay, will this stand like this? Nope, it will not. So I will just lay it on the ground. Also, I love how I literally have a potting mat here, but I'm putting it on the floor. But that's okay. I'll have to vacuum anyway. Also, this potting mat, I don't like this potting mat because it's very flaccid, let's just say that. So I'm not the biggest fan of this potting mat, but oh well. My other one, usually I would use like the IKEA like boot cover thingy or like the boot mat. But honestly, that one is just kind of, it's ugly. It's ugly. So for video purposes, I do like to have something a little bit prettier. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and reuse this soil because ain't nothing wrong with this soil, honey. And I am using some Monstera and Philodendron soil from Soil Ninja. And obviously this isn't a Philodendron or a Monstera, but honestly, this plant is not picky at all, and any kind of like chunky mix I think will do very, very well for this plant. I feel like this planter will take pretty much all of this soil, which is kind of ridiculous. And y'all, soil is expensive, but yeah, I have actually ordered like some like a soil base and some amendments to try and make my own soil again. I used to make my own soils in like the beginning of the plant journey or in the beginning of my plant journey, but I kind of stopped doing that because honestly the materials were kind of hard to come by. Like we don't have that many options over here in Croatia, so finding even like perlite can be pretty difficult. And, you know, ordering online can be pretty expensive. So I just started using the Soil Ninja stuff because a local nursery started selling it. And obviously I've heard so many like good things about Soil Ninja, and I really like their substrates. Like I think their substrates are really, really great. And obviously my plants also love them, but I will say that they are quite expensive, so I am trying to maybe find a way to make my own with just like using amendments and like a good base mix. So we will see. I ordered some of those components, so they should be arriving this week, and then I will try them out because obviously, especially for like big plants or like plants that are not as finicky, like I don't feel the need to use kind of like really premium soils on them. You know what I mean? I'm gonna use pretty much all of this soil on just this one plant. And this soil, like I said, it is expensive, but that's okay. This girlie deserves it. And honestly, I am kind of moving away from soil more and more. I mentioned it in my last repot where I did like the semi-hydro repots that I have been really loving semi-hydro, and I just pretty much any new plant that I'm starting or new plants that I am getting, I am pretty much just using exclusively semi-hydro. Oh my god, this is heavy. She is heavy. Jesus freaking Christ. But we got her in there. I'm just gonna give her a little tappa. Now I could potentially like fill her up a little bit more, but I think this is fine. Like I would have to bury some of these babies, so I think this is fine. She definitely has a lot more room to expand, and hopefully she will be happy in this setup. I truly just love this plant, and I really cannot recommend it enough if you want like a good, beautiful looking alocasia This is very, very heavy. I'm actually gonna go ahead and take this outside because y'all, we finally have nice weather. Like, it's a sunny day. It is 20 degrees Celsius outside, which is perfect. So I can actually take my plants outside and give them a good shower with the hose, which is amazing. It's freaking amazing. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do to this plant. I'm gonna give her a good shower. Like, I don't see any spider mites on her, but she is a little bit dusty, so I do wanna give her a good shower and obviously give her a good drink. But yeah, Alocasia Regal Shields, she is done. And I am already dirty. Been a week since the last time that I watered any of my plants, so I know that things are thirsty. So I just want to go ahead and kind of take a look at everybody and see how they're doing. Also, a very, very sad update, but I had to cut up my Scindapsus exotica, and she is now just in a cloche because I have a difficult time rooting Scindapsus, so that's why she is just under 100% humidity, a little bit squashed. But what had happened, if you don't remember, I had like a really nice bushy long Scindapsus exotica over here. However, for some reason, some of the vines started to die off, and there was just this kind of like white stuff in the soil, and I got scared. I thought it was like root mealies. I don't think it was. I think it was just a fungus. I didn't want to risk it, so I did decide to just chop that plant up and start her over. And I'm rooting her in water because I do want to start her over in pond. My little Hoya gratzlis. This is another Hoya that likes to rot on me, but I can see a couple of growth points on her, so she is finally starting to grow, so that makes me very happy, and I am gonna give her a water for sure. My Pallidiflorum, she is just a tiny little baby, but I can tell that she is pushing out a new leaf as well. This is such a stunning plant. Also, she is rooting, which is obviously amazing. I love Anthurium roots. Like, Anthuriums have just the coolest roots ever. This is not like completely dry. However, I do want to give her a water because I do not like to let my Anthuriums dry out completely. My Linearis, of course, the apple of my eye. I'm pretty sure this one needs water. This is a very, very thirsty Hoya. Like, if you have problems with the Linearis, I would recommend water it when like the top few inches of the soil are dry. Basically treat it like any other aroid, because obviously these have like pretty thin, small little leaves, and they don't hold onto water as much as something like a thick-leaved Hoya, like a Crimson Princess or a Crimson Queen. And I think my Neon Pothos also needs water. Basically everything needs water, probably, if we're being completely honest. I had some leftover Mandula Pothos cuttings, and I just potted them into some semi-hydro, and I'm gonna let this trail. I'm keeping it over here. This is like pretty low light, so honestly I don't know how well this will grow, but it's just like a nice little filler plant for now, and if I get tired of it, I can toss it. Obviously I have like my main plant, which is my climber, and that one I love, but this one doesn't need water. But I am gonna put it here because I actually want to just clean this shelf off a little bit. This plant is on the chopping block, and I think I want to get rid of it. This is my White Princess, and honestly, it's not doing much for me. Should I get rid of this plant? I think I'm gonna get rid of this plant. I think we're gonna be getting rid of this plant because like look at it. Look at this new leaf. Like, what even is this? And I'm just I had the Pink Princess and I had a miserable time with her. So I decided to get the White Princess, thinking that maybe this plant would be easier, but honestly, it is just as much of a pain as the Pink Princess. And I think I think it's time to say goodbye. I think it's time to say goodbye. So this one I am gonna be getting rid of because I don't want plants in my collection that don't bring me joy. Like, I am done with that. I am so done with that. For example, why would I grow that janky little white princess when I can grow beautiful pothoses like this? This is my marble queen. Absolutely stunning. She definitely needs water. She is dry. But yeah, like, why would I waste my time and space on a plant that doesn't look good and that doesn't bring me joy when I could grow stuff like this? So yeah, this is probably gonna turn into also a bit of an update video, so I hope you don't mind. I just love talking about my plants. I hope this is not boring to any of you all, but look at that, my little baby Clarinervium is pushing out a brand new life, and I am really excited. She does have a lot of this kind of speckly damage. This was the last leaf that came out, and it has a lot of this speckly damage. I have not seen spider mites on this plant, so maybe it was flat mites, I don't know, but I think this is gonna be one of those plants that we're gonna be treating. I want to see if she needs water. She doesn't need water, so I'm not gonna, maybe she could use water. Like, the pot is pretty condensated though, so I am not sure. I mean, there's some water on the bottom of the pot, so maybe that's why the condensation is here, because the soil feels pretty dry. So I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and take this outside as well and give it like a good shower, just because, yeah, I want to shower it, I want to water it, and yeah. I don't want to like use a pest treatment on this plant because she does have that new emergent leaf, and I'm just scared of damaging it. And since I'm not seeing like an active infestation, like I'm not seeing actual pests on her, I don't want to like, I don't want to stress her out more than necessary. Now, obviously, like I mentioned, this could be damage from flat mites, and I don't have a microscope, and I don't think I'll ever get one. It's just, it's one of those things. I try not to stress too much about pests. It is what it is, and I try to shower my plants, I try to treat them regularly, and honestly, that's all I can do. That is all I can do. I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly wipe down this shelf because y'all know that these shelves get so dirty. One of you actually commented once that you got rid of your Vizio shelves because they were just a pain to clean, and I agree, they are such a pain to clean, but I don't know, I just love how my plants look on them. Although the glass is really hard to clean and it gets dirty very easily, I do like the glass because I can actually see all of my plants. So yeah, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. I have mostly semi-hydro plants down here, and I don't think any of these need water, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give them a quick little look over. My Hoya Kamingiana, she could use definitely some water. This is such a cutie little plant, and she's starting to grow, so I'm excited about her. So I'm gonna go ahead and put her to the side. And this is usually how I would go about, taking care of my plants. I would really just go shelf by shelf, and I would look at everybody and see who needs water, and then I would put them aside, go water them, put them all back, and move on to the next shelf. My what is this? Crimson Princess or Queen? No, this is the Queen. I always get the Princess and Queen confused. She doesn't need water, but she's looking gorgeous, and I love these like all white vines, especially when the leaves first come out. They're like this really cool pinky color, and I love this plant so much. I'm just gonna give this shelf a quick little wipe as well. Like I mentioned, most of these plants down here are semi-hydro. Like all of these are pretty much semi-hydro, and I don't think any of them need a top up. Like, yeah, they all seem to be pretty okay, so I don't think I will do anything with any of those. What is this called again? Schismatoglottis Borneo Silver. She is putting out some really stunning new leaves. However, I find this plant yellows so easily. And like this leaf, for example, this leaf came out like pretty recently, and it is already starting to yellow, and I'm just like, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Also, my little varicosum baby. This is my like last attempt at trying to grow a varicosum. It is in a glass vessel in semi-hydro, and if this doesn't turn out successful, I'm ditching the varicosums because I'm tired of them. I'm so tired of them, and I don't want to deal with that anymore. I am using some fertilizer water. There is GT Foliage Focus in this water, and I love using these like 5-liter jugs because they just go a lot longer than like those tiny little what are they called, watering cans. Obviously this is not as aesthetically pleasing, but honestly when I'm doing my plant chores, I really don't care about aesthetics. Like I need practicality, not aesthetics. But yeah, I'm just gonna give everybody a good water. I'm also gonna give some water to the not Manjula, to the, what are you called again? No, the Marble Queen moss pole. I'm just gonna go ahead and generously water everybody. 9 times out of 10 when watering, I will use fertilizer water. Unless a plant is actively not growing for like a long period of time and I see that it's going dormant, that's when I will stop using the fertilizer. But most of the time, the majority of my plants are growing pretty steadily, obviously a bit slower during the winter time, and that's when I would maybe give them like a lesser dose of the fertilizer. But on the whole, we are entering spring right now and it has been a lot warmer, so I think my plants are gonna kickstart into action, and I just want to give them the necessary nutrients they need in order to become big and luscious and beautiful. Once we get like consistently better, warmer, wetter, I will have to do basically a pest treatment on every single one of my plants, but that is not going to be happening today because that is way too much work. But yeah, I definitely need to just give everybody a good treatment once spring comes. Let's look at my Alba Monstera. Oh god, does she need water? Probably. Yeah, I will water her. I will give her a watering. Also, she has responded to this light pretty good. Like you can tell, all of her leaves are now facing towards the light, but the newest growth is still pretty small. I don't know. I'm just gonna give it time, and we will see. But I'm gonna take her outside and also give her a shower. I made myself a vanilla iced latte because I need it, y'all. I desperately need it because I feel like I haven't slept at all last night, even though I did get like 8 or 9 hours of sleep. Oh, that's delicious. Actually, for quite some time now, I haven't been sleeping very well. And honestly, sleep is always such a battle for me. Like I never wake up feeling refreshed or good. I always just wake up tired and in pain. And I suppose it's just, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I have been really trying to sleep on my back just because of the back problems that I had. But I really have such a hard time falling asleep on my back. But you know, I try to force myself. But somehow I just always end up on my stomach. And I don't know, like I've tried different pillows, I tried different mattresses, and I don't know. I truly don't know. I just always feel so pooped after waking up, and yeah, I don't know. I tried reading before bed. I tried taking like different supplements and stuff like that. Somebody actually, that comment made me laugh so much. Somebody said that the only way to fall asleep on your back is by taking gummies. And I was like, that cracked me up. However, we don't like have that available to us. Also, this might be a little bit controversial, but I am really not like a weed person. I mean, I've never smoked a cigarette. I've never gotten gotten like drunk. I never tried weed, so obviously I have a very different perspective to that kind of stuff. And you know, if it helps you, it helps you. But personally, I think that's just kind of a coping mechanism, and it is just putting a band-aid on like a gaping wound. And what you should do is actually fix the underlying issue, just in my opinion. All that to say, we don't have gummies available to us, but honestly, I am at that point with my sleeping that I would even try weed, because I'm just so exhausted. Also, I hope I'm not gonna get demonetized for talking about it. Like, I don't know. I think like America's cool with it. I think like some parts of America, obviously, but yeah, hopefully nobody will complain. Oh, good God. Like literally all of these plants need to be watered. This is insane. Honestly, I need to get back into my regular watering routine. What I used to do for quite some time is I would just take like a couple of minutes every morning and check all my plants and just water them when they need to be watered. And that way I was kind of managing things a lot better. This way, where I'm watering like only once a week, it's honestly a little bit of a task. So yeah, pretty much everybody here needs some water, but that's okay, that's okay. I love watering my plants. I love taking care of them. I like looking at them. It always brings me a lot of joy, so I don't consider it a difficult task. Also, a little bit of an update for those of you who have been watching some of my recent videos where, you know, I was complaining about my back pain and all of that. It's getting a little bit better. Okay, it's getting a little bit better. It's not as horrible as it was, and some of you actually gave me pretty good advice, so thank you for that. But it's still here. It's still here. It's just the chronic pain that I have to deal with. I am going to get a massage this Thursday, so I am excited about that. And again, I don't think it's gonna fix anything, because I think massages and stuff like that are also just kind of, again, just putting a band-aid on an open wound. So I don't think it's gonna fix anything. I started doing my physical therapy again, and you know, trying to exercise in the morning and stretch and get a bit of movement in the morning, but it's hard. It's hard, y'all. It is really, really hard, because the only thing I want to do in the morning is just lay down and die. And I'm just not one of those people who gets joy out of exercising. I really, really, really wish I was like a gym person, and I wish I got that like dopamine high from the gym, but I just don't like exercising. I like walking. I like being in nature. I like riding my bike. I have been riding my bike a lot lately because it has been sunny and nice. I love hiking. Those kinds of activities I like, but being at the gym, lifting weights, oh my God, miss me with that shit. Like, miss me with that big time. I am not here for it. And I know that like it's just the beginning, like the hard part is starting and, you know, beginning the gym journey, but I don't know. I can't get over it. Maybe one day I will become a gym bro and you will see me flexing my muscles over here. Can you imagine? My majestic moss pole is pretty dry, so I have to water her. Also, watering these like small plants is a little bit difficult when you have such a big jug. Also, look at my Maranta. She is such a bushy queen. My Wendlingerai is working on a new leaf, and hopefully I won't mess this one up. So this was the last leaf, and as you can see, she is mangled. And now the reason why she is mangled is because I messed it up. I accidentally like nicked it and put it inside like the cover pot. So this is a nursery pot, and then I kind of put the leaf inside and closed it while it was still like a small little leaf. So yeah, and the leaf before that snapped when this plant dropped. So I hope that this new leaf will turn out well. Jesus Christ, this pot is so heavy, but it is one of my favorite pots. It is so freaking cute. And this is one of my favorite plants. It just doesn't look great, but she definitely needs some water. Oh, Jesus. My Penatum marble is also starting to finally grow. Like, look at this. Look at this new freaking leaf. It is such a cutie pie. It is still a very, very small plant, but I'm really excited for the potential of this plant. Also bone dry, and the moss pole is also bone dry. I used to be so good when it came to keeping my moss poles moist, and I do not know what happened. I do not know what happened and why I got so complacent with it. Like, I need to bring back old Matt, who used to be on top of his moss poles. Okay, I need to basically water them again every other day instead of like watering them once a week. But honestly, I just forget. Like, I just freaking forget. Like, I think I watered them, but I didn't. And then just, that happens a couple of times during the week. And then I noticed that I haven't watered it for a week and it's bone dry. So yeah. But also, y'all know I have been kind of over the whole moss pole thing anyway, and I feel like that's a theme in the community. Like, we're all kind of getting tired of the moss poles. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how long I will keep any of my moss poles, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, so this is my Enjoy Puffos, and she just looks so terrible, like so terrible. And I have my climbing one on a moss pole, and this one is just, it's looking really bad. Like, it looks okay on camera, but it looks mangled and really not great. So I think this is just gonna be another one that I'm gonna be getting rid of because it is not bringing me joy. It is purely a filler plant. And yeah, like I said, I have a beautiful Enjoy that's growing on a moss pole. So why would I keep this mangled one? Like, I don't need two plants, especially when one of them is looking bad. I truly didn't mean for this video to turn into a purging video, but honestly, I need to purge my plants. I need to get rid of some of them because, listen, plants grow, and especially since we are entering the growing seasons, my plants will outgrow this space, and I need to prepare for that. I need to prepare for that. So plants that don't bring me absolute joy are definitely going. And this is a plant that's not going anywhere. This is my Cherubii, nearly black, and I love her. I really do. I'm just checking if she has any spider mites, but I'm really not seeing anything on her, but she definitely needs water. My fry deck definitely doesn't need water. Like, the reservoir is still pretty full. She's looking a little bit sad right now, but I did repot this plant recently, so she is looking a little bit sad right now, but hopefully with time she will perk back up. Honestly, I could maybe even, I'm not gonna remove any of these leaves. I have this like golden puffos that I have climbing up over here, and I never move that thing. I just leave it over here. My Hoya woolly Niana UT152, I think. I don't freaking know. She is finally starting to grow, and I am really excited. And obviously, my big inspiration for getting this plant is Wild Fern. Like, she has one of these plants, and it is massive. She did recently chop it in one of her videos, but it's still huge, and apparently this is a very prolific bloomer. So I'm excited to have her, but I don't know if this pot will be permanently good for her. I might move this into like a hanging basket and put it downstairs in my bedroom. I only have one hanging plant in my whole collection just because, I don't know. I'm always kind of scared that they're gonna fall, so yeah. This sad little stump, this is my, God, what is this again? Nigrolaminum forgetii. That's right, my Anthurium Nigrolaminum forgetii. She is starting to finally push out some new leaves, but yeah, she is a stump, and this is such a beautiful plant. She was so beautiful, but unfortunately, as Anthuriums like to do, they just like to get rid of all of their leaves. This plant was a stump for a long time, and honestly I was scared that I'm gonna lose it, and I was checking the stem part a lot and it was firm, but now that she's actually pushing out new leaves, although baby leaves, it's just a bit of a relief because that means that she is fine and that she will recuperate. It will just take some time.
It's been a while since we last spoke. You broke my heart and left me hanging. Yeah, how you've been, it's been a while. I see you going to new clothes on.
I changed into shorts because it is getting freaking hot in here, and obviously I'm moving a lot, so that doesn't help. But yeah, all the small plants on this shelf are now good to go, and I need to go outside and water and shower off the big divas. So let's go ahead and do that next. I hope you're enjoying this video thus far. If you are, please hit that like button and subscribe for more, because that is the best way to help my channel out. I hope you're doing some plant chores alongside me, and if you are, let me know in the comment section below what exactly you're doing, because I would love to know. Big girlies are all showered and watered, and I left them outside to dry. It's actually a pretty windy day, so they should dry in no time. And let's move on to this video shelf. I honestly don't remember when I watered this the last time. I truly don't remember. Okay, this needs a water. This is just a basic little golden pothos. I have like 4 or 5 golden pothoses. I think they're just such a great plant to put like in a space like this, which doesn't get like any light, and it's just such a nice filler plant. Also, my little string of pearls. I don't show this plant often, but she's really cute. Okay. Another plant that I am considering parting with is my silver ants Scindapsus. At least I think this is a silver ants Scindapsus. This was sold to me as an Argyraeus, but somebody, when I did my plant tour, somebody corrected me and said that this is actually a silver ant. So I don't know, but I'm kind of thinking of getting rid of her. First of all, she is thirsty as all hell. Like, she's always dry. She gives me runners. She often, her leaves often yellow. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm gonna keep her, but she is next on the chopping block, so if she doesn't start behaving, she is getting out of here. Because I do I don't know what I would replace her with. If I had something that I could put her in. Oh my god, there is a stink bug. They're so annoying. We have been having such huge problems, and I literally, it's on the plant that I showed you. Do you see him? Do you see that little fucker? Right there, little fucker. I can't with stink bugs. They are, it fell down. Okay. They are so nasty, and we have been having a lot of issues with them for some reason, and they have just been ridiculous. Okay, I threw him outside. Oh, that was gross. They're so gross. They're so freaking gross. My rabbit, is this a rabbit's foot fern? I think so. She also needs water, but she's finally starting to bush out. I kept her in a pretty low light spot, and yeah, she wasn't liking it, but now she's under a grow light, and she is definitely liking that spot a lot more. My Hoya sulawesiana, I want this plant to grow but it's not growing. It's not growing. I mean, it does have roots, which is great, but I want foliage, and it doesn't even have like an activated growth point or nothing. Like, girl, what are you doing? Should I water this? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll give it like a little bit of a drinky drink. Also, she is in such a cute cover pot. Like, look at this cover pot. It is absolutely adorable. My Crimson Princess, does she need water? Honestly, probably. She is a guzzler. She needs water. But she's also one of those plants that if I do forget to water, she is completely fine. I did feature this plant in my drought-tolerant plants. So yeah, this is a great one. Don't look at my booty. I mean, you ain't got much to see anyway, if I'm being completely honest. Oh my God, I am sweating. But honestly, I love it. I love it. I have been really, really wanting some warmer, nicer weather. My Maranta Lemon Lime, she is in bloom. She is stunning. She's looking gorgeous. I'm just gonna go ahead and see if she has any pests. And yes, I'm blind, so I have to use a grow light. I don't think she has anything. She did have a bit of spider mites, but I did treat that, and now she seems pretty clear. So yeah, but she definitely needs a water. This is also a pretty thirsty plant, and look at those roots. That is absolutely stunning. Stunning. Alrighty, let's go ahead and water these divas. And for these, I'm just gonna honestly use tap water because I don't think they need fertilizer. Like, they are pretty like non-demanding plants. Like, they're not high feeders. So I'm just gonna use some tap water, honestly. And I would feed the Hoya solviciana, but since she is not growing and hasn't given me yet a growth point, I don't want to like over fertilize her, so yeah, I'm just using some tap water. But I will definitely be feeding my Maranta because she is large and in charge and growing like crazy. Like, she has so many growth points. It is insanity. There we go. Lovely gal. Oh God, that was exhausting. Taking care and watering all of my plants is always such a task. But I think we are done. All the other plants are pretty much taken care of. So I want to thank you so much for accompanying me. I always have such a great time when I'm filming, when I'm talking to you. I actually started off this day feeling kind of meh and feeling kind of, I had like a headache coming on and stuff, but this definitely, I mean, just doing plant care is wonderful, but filming it and sharing my thoughts and opinions and just feeling like I have a connection with you guys is just on another level. And I want to sincerely thank you for being here and for watching. If you made it this far into the video, leave me a little plant emoji, any kind of plant emoji you love. My favorite one is the one with the like potted plant. Love that one. Also, if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and turn on those notifications so you're notified about every new video. It really helps me out. And I hope you have a super amazing, fabulous day. Until next time, goodbye.